Hamza,
Hello, Dr. Sam. How are you?
hey, I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm fine as well.
Yeah, well, good afternoon to you. Good morning to me.
Y-
So,
Yeah.
wait, it's 10 o'clock here. It must be what, five, five in the afternoon?
Yeah, almost now, 8 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, anyway, I started cambly late today. Usually I'm early, but today I decided to sleep longer today, and
Wow.
it helped me. It helped me. Yeah.
Uh, Thanks to me or because of me? Which one is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I always like talking to you, so that's no problem. But uh, I just today I just felt like I needed a longer time in bed, you know. And so I woke up about an hour ago, which is about 9 o'clock. I usually wake up at 6, so I got 3 extra hours of sleep this morning.
Actually, I couldn't sleep all night, and
Really?
yeah, I tried to sleep through the noon, but I couldn't. I I don't tend to sleep
Yeah.
today.
Well, it's difficult for you because your schedule changes all the time.
Yeah, because my schedule is usually depends, and that's why I can. It might be so hard to uh, arrange my sleep
Yeah.
times. How is
Yeah.
everything with you? How is
Oh, pretty
everything doing with you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. It's the same old every day. But,
One day more has gone.
yeah, that's right, that's right. Oh, yeah, my gray hair is still here. So, uh,
Your gray hair is so good. It's like it's so sweet. How could you say sweet? It's so
uh,
sweet with you. It's going.
oh,
It's going pretty good with you. Maybe.
well, thanks. Uh, I usually have my hair much shorter, but
Mhm.
with the coronavirus, I decided to leave it longer. And my wife doesn't like my long hair. She says, you need a
Ah.
haircut." Yeah, she says, "You need a haircut." But,
Yeah, I need. So do I actually because I need to haircut
yeah.
because I don't like long hair. But maybe I can try. Uh, I haven't tried before
Yeah.
until this age. Yeah,
Well,
the longest.
I had long hair in high school, so I feel like I'm younger now, my long hair. Yeah, I got,
Do you have a picture?
no, I don't think so. Let's see. I have a picture. Did I show you a picture of me in Turkey? I
Yeah.
don't have, I don't have one on my phone from high school, but yeah,
And
my mother has all the pictures.
and I'm preparing the lesson topic.
Okay.
Okay, we were on last lesson. We were on the last lesson,
Yeah.
and uh, and also I'll share with you. Where is
Hmm.
okay? Yeah, here it is.
Share with me.
No, yeah. Do you remember actually? Genuinely,
Yes, yes, yes.
I still never give up to using them.
Oh, good. Yeah, good.
Actually, absolutely.
Naturally, yes. Hmm. Uh, You're pretty good.
Okay.
You're pretty good because I like you because you stick with your goal. You know, other people say,
Yeah,
"Oh, that's nice," and they forget it. You know, but you really want to learn these words. Yeah.
I won't forget my goals actually, and also my social lives. For example, after when I decide to do something, I never give up my goals.
Well, good.
And yeah, I I'll I generally think I have to do this, not
Yeah.
I should do this. I have to do this.
It's an obligation. Yeah.
It's an obligation. Otherwise, you can't. You can't everything.
No, no. Yeah. I'm usually that way too. If I set to do something, I will finish it no matter what. Even if it is trouble, I won't give up on it.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's how I came so far in school. I'm not the best student, but I didn't give up.
Yes, to being constantly a person, it's so important. If you are continue every day,
Yeah.
even if so less,
Hmm.
but you can reach your goals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you are study so lot, but even I'm sorry, even if you are study so lot,
A
if you
lot.
are
If you're studying,
if you
even if you study so much, so even if you study a lot, don't say
even if you study
yeah. You don't say so lot. Just say lot. Even if you
a
study a
lot,
lot.
even if you study a lot,
Uh-huh.
you might be unsuccessful. Why? Because if you continue, not if you don't continue constantly, probably you won't be successful.
Yeah. And the difference between you and them is that you try to use these words. You know, you're actually using them in your conversation. You know, you're you're intentionally using them. You know,
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I copied.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you're using it in a real conversation, and if you use it in a real conversation, you remember it more. Yeah.
Exactly, because uh, when I when I was learning Turkish, I used so word a lot, but my accent is some different than Istanbul accent,
Oh,
a little different,
uh-huh.
because I
I grew up.
uh, grew up,
Past tense. I grew up.
I grew up uh, far from Istanbul,
Oh,
and that's why I learned different vocabularies.
oh,
For example, we in my hometown, my hometown, people use different vocabularies. Some different, we say, as you know, accent, and a bit different. For example, yufka, we say
you,
like bread.
yeah.
Yufka. My hometown people called yuha.
Ah, so
Mm,
then when you go to Istanbul and you speak in your own dialect, people think, he's from the country. They don't take you seriously enough. I don't
yeah, I have a memories actually. Uh, there was a word
know. Uh-huh.
which I used, but I don't use. The meaning is completely different than here,
Oh,
right? And I used for a girlfriend, not girlfriend, a friend of mine who is a girl, and uh, he
she.
totally. I'm sorry. She totally uh, wrong understood.
Uh, she totally misunderstood me.
Misunderstood. She totally misunderstood, and she followed out me.
Whoa, whoa.
And I tried to explain to I tried to explain to her, but she didn't want to understand me. That's why.
Oh,
Okay,
bitty gitty.
baby, it's up to
Yeah.
you. Get. Okay,
Uh,
you can go.
oh, that's
I
sad.
said because I didn't want to say that. Although I explained to her, she didn't want to understand me, and well, so
Uh,
there's no problem
maybe it was
because
maybe it was just an excuse.
yeah, I made a lesson
Yeah.
and I
Well,
took my lesson
uh,
there and I didn't use anymore
yeah.
this
But
word.
at least you know, if she really wanted to be your friend, she would have she would have tried to understand you. Yeah.
Exactly.
But so you saw her real character, you know. So
Yeah,
that
she wouldn't have understood me.
yeah.
She would have tried to understand me.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad because friendship should be deeper than misunderstandings sometimes, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you're really
Exactly.
good friends, you can clear up misunderstandings, you know. If you talk things out,
Hmm.
you know, most of your best friends will understand what you're trying to say, and that's why they're your best friends because they understand what you're trying to say. Yeah. Some of my best friends in university were the ones that could argue with me.
Yeah, because close friends usually argue with each other,
Exactly.
argue each other.
Yeah.
But when you leave each other, when you leave each other, they miss old days. Oh man, I miss you.
Yeah.
We was arguing with each other, and although we was arguing with each other, I miss you everything.
Yeah.
Even I arguing with you,
Yeah.
I miss
Exactly.
everything.
Exactly.
I thought a friend of mine,
Uh-huh.
my childhood friend,
Uh-huh.
uh, and how could you say clearly? My childhood friend.
To my childhood friend. That's
Huh.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, my childhood friend, and I told him it was so years have passed, and we haven't uh,
Seen each
found,
other,
yeah, and we haven't found an opportunity
get together.
uh, yeah, to get together, and I miss him a lot.
Yeah.
I miss him a lot because, but we when we were a child, when we were a
When
child, children,
when we were children,
when we were children, we used to used to usually argue with each other.
yeah, yeah,
Generally,
yeah,
genuinely, a real friend is so important.
yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah,
literally.
yeah. Yeah, today is June 10th, and it's the birthday of one of my childhood friends. And
Oh,
I just remember that before
did
I
you
got
celebrate her? Did celebrate him?
no, not yet, not yet. I think I'll give him a call or something, but uh, I was just thinking about my childhood friend before I talked to you. Yeah, yeah. Closest
The-
friends. We used to do everything together, explore, ride our bicycles all around the city, get lost. Um, uh, he he always had so much money in his wallet. I was said, "Why are you
the-
carrying
the-
$300 in your wallet?" He says, "That's what my dad gave me." I said, "Don't carry that much money. You might lose it." Yeah. Yeah,
You might lose it.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm, act, uh, Indeed, I don't like some people who uh, paying return their owners or no. For example, somebody pay money to another person, and they don't give his all.
I don't know if I understand. Don't give his all.
Yeah, because I couldn't explain to you. For example, I'm giving a money.
Yeah.
I am giving some money to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't give me again.
Oh, okay, okay. You don't.
How could you explain it?
You give me money and I don't. I don't. Uh, it's kind of like I don't see you again.
Payback.
Oh, I don't pay you back. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, you
I
don't
don't pay back.
return. You don't return the money. You don't return the. Sometimes though, people give you money and they don't expect you to pay you back. But you should always reciprocate. You should always do something in kind. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. As a indeed, actually, or no.
as a
Uh,
matter of fact.
abs-
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, many people don't care uh,
They just want to
this
take.
kind of thing.
They just want to take, 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 and take.
This one, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah,
yeah. It's unfortunate, but
unfortunately. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, now we are going to do today.
Okay.
I sent it to you a link. Uh,
Okay.
the last lesson on cambly actually, and we are going to continue with Ingo
Okay.
describing picture. Have you ever done it before? Describing picture with someone?
Yes, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's so enjoying.
Oh, okay. Some student didn't like it though. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He didn't have all the vocabulary words, and
Yeah, but it's so good method to improve vocabulary and speaking skill because your mind is constantly working. Your mind is constantly working. That's why your speaking skill is improving
yeah.
or achieving.
Okay. Let's go to the lesson again. Okay.
Okay,
Where did we?
we were on vocabulary.
Okay. Ooh, lots of vocabulary.
Boy, born.
Bone. You should know what bone is. Uh-huh.
Yeah, for example, when you go to Spain, when you want to some meat, right?
Mhm.
Uh, it contains so bone.
Yep.
When you when you come to Turkey, not contain bone. Generally, it's contain meat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A friend of mine told me who live in Spain
Uh-huh.
and who was from US as well,
Mm.
and he told me I live in Spain, and when I want to eat meat or kebab, no, 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 not kebab, meat,
Yeah,
and it contains or it includes so bone.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Beef steaks.
That's why
Beef steak sometimes has bone in it. Yeah,
I like Turkish kebab.
yeah, yeah. It's easy to eat.
Okay, bone. If you weren't safe, you couldn't broken a bone. Well, that's understandable.
You couldn't broken a
If you
bone.
weren't,
They wrote it wrong.
you couldn't.
If you weren't
You
safe, you couldn't Uh, you couldn't have broken a bone.
Yeah, I miss
They
this.
they made a mistake.
You couldn't have
Couldn't.
broken a bone.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You know. Okay. Contain. I want to ask to you one question.
Hmm.
Contain. Uh, does it use? Is it used as a verb?
Contain.
It does use as a verb.
To contain something. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. To
Yeah.
contain.
It means like.
To
It means like include.
include. Uh-huh. It contains this. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
To,
I used actually in the lesson.
yeah. Uh-huh. But
Okay.
but the next word is contention, which is
Contention.
which is it's a belief or an opinion. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Something such a belief, opinion, or idea. Ah, yeah. That's an argued or state. If you had a found new evidence, this would have resolved the contention in the family.
Yeah. And I think, let's see, a contentious person is someone that is an is a person that argues a lot. He fights a lot. So contention,
Ah,
okay, something,
okay.
an opinion, but you're arguing about it. Okay, it's my contention that it's my belief that it's my argument that. Uh, so
Someone who defends something.
yes, yes.
Defend.
Uh, but if there's a lot of disagreement in the home,
Mhm.
sometimes fathers have contention, some contention with their daughters or with their sons, or sometimes there's some contention between husband and wife. It's just normal
Hmm.
sometimes.
It does so make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. But come as, come as is so bad word. Sit your ass.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I remember a movie which is the name The Last Kingdom.
Oh.
I know a movie which is The Last Kingdom.
Hmm.
Actually, I want to improve my relative clauses. Someday, one day
Relative
uh,
clauses. Yeah.
yeah, I have so problem. But in time, by the time I'll learn how I use correctly relative clauses,
Well, relative clauses are just adjective clauses that explains them.
adjective, noun clauses.
Yeah.
Right?
Noun clauses are sometimes more difficult. Whenever he goes to the store, he
Hmm.
always buys iron or something. I don't know. Hmm. All right,
Okay.
comment.
Come as further. Verb used to describe the effects that something has when people first learn about it. Um,
I don't know. If you didn't
mm,
tell me about the party, it would have come as a surprise to me. Hmm.
if you didn't tell me about the party, I would have come as a surprise to me.
It would have come as a surprise.
It would have.
Come as a surprise.
How? Okay, could you explain me more?
Uh, if you didn't tell me about the party, it would have been a surprise to me. Would have would have had. mm, I don't know. I don't use come as very much. Would have come as a
Hmm.
surprise. It sounds awkward to me. It would have been. I would say that would probably be a better way to say it. If you didn't tell me about. If you didn't tell me about. I don't know. Uh,
Hmm.
if you didn't tell me about can't think of an example now. Let's see. If you didn't tell me about her personality, uh, it would have come as come as a shock to me. I don't know. I don't use that.
Ah, the first effect. Yeah,
I don't use that one very much. Uh-huh. Come as it would come as
use the describe effect. Yeah,
because
first
because
effect. For
to
example,
me this is not a phrasal verb. I don't know who wrote this lesson. A phrase. Uh, uh,
I started. I start hating the lessons now.
uh,
Why they are wrote?
I don't know.
Why
I
they
don't
wrote
know.
wrong?
But a phrasal verb has a verb plus a preposition. Yeah. Hmm. Come as a surprise. Yeah, I can understand what they mean. It will appear to be something. I
Huh?
will
To be
understand
something.
something. It will be come as a surprise. It will turn out to be a
Had
surprise.
turned out to be.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, now I understand.
Hmm.
It's turned out to
Sorry, I'm
be.
so slow sometimes.
No, no, you are not.
Okay. But to me, that's kind of an awkward sentence. If you didn't tell me about the party, it would have come as a surprise to me.
Yeah, do you want to go to debate club?
Yeah, let's debate it. Yeah.
Don't, yeah,
Mm.
debate club. I remember that debate club.
Yeah. Debate is kind of fun. It's fun, yeah, to win a debate, discussion between people in which they express different opinions about something, but they have to debate. One person has one side and the other person has the other side, and it's good practice. It's good practice.
Exactly. Especially, actually, uh, learning English for learning English.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's so effective.
Yeah, for example, dogs are better than cats, and then the other side is cats are better than dogs, you know, or
Yeah.
um,
Who is right?
yeah.
Who is right?
There's no best answer except what can you prove? What can you say to make people believe your point of view? You know,
Mm.
uh, let's see. Free conversation is better than grammar lessons. No, grammar lessons are better than free conversation. So that's a debate. You know, actually, you need both. You need both dogs and cats.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. Uh, for the it's so important uh, for a debate club or for in a debate
Hmm.
that uh, to defense
To
or
defend,
for example.
defend your point of view. You can say anything, but to win the debate,
Mhm.
you have to have a good argument. You know, you have to
Yeah,
have good reasoning. Uh,
to have good reasoning.
yeah, in order to win the debate. You know.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I was going to say that.
Well, good. You can say it now.
Yeah, no. Actually, you say it now.
Yeah.
You say that.
Hmm.
How about disagreement? Agreement is no. For example, when I talk to you, I usually say to you, "Look, Doctor Sam, I agree with you."
Uh-huh.
Disagreement,
It's
if
the opposite.
no,
It's the opposite.
it's the opposite. Opposite. I disagreement with you.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
I disagree with you.
Disagree.
Disagreement is a noun.
Uh, Disagreement is a noun. Disagree is the verb. I disagree with you. I have a disagree. I
Yeah,
have a disagreement with you.
after he taught something, and then he creates a big disagreement
Hmm. Hmm.
in in meeting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's usually where disagreements come. Well, we
Yeah,
can't do it that way. We just can't do
if you didn't take my side, if you didn't take my side, I would have been a big disagreement.
it. It would
Yeah,
have been a big disagreement. Uh-huh.
and defend. Oh my God.
We talked about defend before. In order to win a debate, you have to defend your point of view.
What a coincidence, or how? Nah, because I use these words,
Hmm.
defend, and um, maybe it's like contention.
No,
Maybe.
contention is like an argument, but in order to win an argument, you have to defend your point of view. Usually, when people are contentious, they try to defend themselves. You know, but I found out that if my wife starts arguing with me, there's no way for me to win. There's just
Yeah.
no way for me to win.
Poor old man. Poor old man.
So I generally, I generally
We
say,
cannot
well,
win.
we disagree on something, but we need to move on. You know,
We generally say, my wife,
yeah,
you're totally right.
yeah.
Please. I only want you to I only want you to speak anything. Please. My engine is burning. My grandfather said that uh, said to my grandmother,
Uh-huh.
my wife, please, my engine is burning. I please don't tell me any word,
Yeah,
not any word.
yeah, don't say anything else. Yeah.
Don't say anything.
I think I told you my son came to me and he was crying one time and he said he was about 6 or 7 years old and
Mhm.
he says, why does mom always get angry with me? And I said, well, what did you do?
What did you do?
And he says, nothing. He just starts arguing with me. And I said, the next time, here's what you do. This is what I do, okay? If you don't want her, if you want her to stop arguing with you, all you have to do is say these magic words. Right?
Mhm.
I said, all you say is, wow, I never thought of that before. Maybe you are right. And if you say that,
Yeah.
I said, if you say that to your mother next time she's angry with you about something, just say, yes, wow, I'd never thought of it that way before. Maybe you are right. I said, then your mother doesn't have anything to say because you admitted it that she might be right. So we were in the car, and my wife was getting upset with my son about something I don't remember. And then he said the magic words. Wow, uh, I never saw it that way before. Maybe you are right. And
It's so
my
interesting.
wife instantly stopped talking to him, you know. And then my son turned to me and he said, Dad, it really worked. I said what you told me to say, and she stopped arguing with me. And I looked at my son and I said, don't tell her our secret. Don't tell her our secret. And then she started arguing again.
Yeah. Probably you said, I wish I had
Hadn't.
I didn't
Yeah, I
told
wish I
her.
hadn't. I wish I hadn't told my son my magic words.
I I hadn't told my son my
Yeah.
magic word.
If
Right.
I hadn't told my son the magic words, I we could have used that phrase at another time. But now it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Are you are you still afraid of your wife?
No, no,
With
no,
your wife?
no, no. We've been married 32 years. We know each other very well. Uh, it's
Yeah, it's a so long time
yeah,
to know each other.
yeah.
But
We have
some people,
disagreements. Well, we have agreements. We have contentions, but
it's normal.
it's normal. We love each other.
It's so normal. Yeah, being important to admit each other
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But my wife is she hates to admit that she's wrong because usually she's right.
Everyone is like that. Okay,
Okay, reflect on.
reflect, reflect on. Yeah, actually, we reflected on about woman,
Yeah, yeah,
about wife, because they usually think different than man.
yes, yes, they do. But that's what makes life interesting.
Yeah, life is so interesting.
Uh-huh.
Every, ev- everyone is a another word actually, right?
Mm.
You are a word. I'm a word. Everyone is uh, so different
Yeah,
than all people.
yeah.
Everyone includes, uh, actually, we say uphire, but I didn't find this word. Um, Completely different
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
word.
yeah. We have a lot of similarities, but each one of us has their own character, their own
Yeah,
opinions, their own beliefs, and that's a good thing about creation. You know, we are not just robots. We are
uh,
individuals.
ideas don't ignore.
Yeah.
Um, ideas don't ignore.
Mm. Yeah. If you had
Okay,
if you had reflected on your
reflected.
decision for a bit longer, you would have seen that it was wrong. Hmm. Reflected on it.
I yawned so a lot. I yawned a lot today. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I don't like
I'm not
yawning.
looking at you. I'm looking at the page, so you can yawn as much as you want.
Actually, a teacher of mine taught me, Hamza, I when I lesson, when I in the
Have a
lesson,
lesson with you.
when I have a lesson with you in the class,
Uh-huh.
I follow every time to you, and you are you look different side, right?
Uh-huh.
You are in the lesson, but when I ask to a question to you, when I ask a question to you, you answer me. You don't see, you don't follow me. You look don't see me. Don't follow the lesson,
Mm-hmm.
but you at the same time you listen me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Your listen brain, how could you say listening brain, for example, listen memory, right?
Uh-huh.
Or picture memory,
Mm-hmm.
or and
Your auditory, uh,
auditory
audit, auditory sensing sensors.
sensor. Yeah, your auditory sensor is so good, but my other sensor is so bad. For example, when I see someone, I don't remember again
Oh,
to him.
really?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I need to see him at least 2 times, but I don't remember audios.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why to learning English is a bit easy for me because my audio sensor is better.
Yeah.
That's why I can solve something,
Yeah.
some
I'm
things.
an auditory learner too. Uh, if I listen and if I understand, I can apply it. But some people have to see it, have to see it on paper. But I can just hear it and understand it. And so
Mhm.
sometimes I just listen to people and gain new vocabulary just by listening. And yeah, it's just my preferred way of learning is auditory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an advantage,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, we reflect on,
yeah.
and now we are on manager. Now, how could you pronounce
Menagerie,
it?
menagerie.
Menagerie.
Uh-huh.
A collection of animals kept especially to be shown to public. Yeah, menagerie.
Hmm.
I read a book which is in English. What's the name of the book?
Mm,
Uh, A Stranger at Green Novi. A Stranger at Green Novi. The name of
I don't know that.
yeah, it's an unknown
Mm.
book.
Oh,
It was an unknown book, and I remember that I remember this word from this book, menagerie,
mm.
because it was an animal. How could say? I don't remember now how could say in English.
Yeah, but yeah, the zoo has a menagerie of different animals.
Yeah, gorillas,
Uh,
gorillas,
the gorillas are so
and he
they're
grows.
so funny. The gorillas are so
It
funny.
grows.
Yeah. They're
Gorillas growl, right?
growl, growl.
Growl.
Yeah.
Ah.
And
Don't keep
they're
me.
always
Release me.
they're always cleaning themselves and other people. You know, they're picking the little bugs off of each other.
Yeah. That actually captive life is so it might be so difficult for all of them,
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Yeah,
Although they are an animal, they are animal.
yeah. I don't think they're respected as much, but
Yeah.
some zoos are better than others. I don't know. They have a zoo in Istanbul, but
Mhm.
it all depends on how well they're being taken care of, um, and yeah, how much the zookeepers care for them. You know, are we just going to put them in a cage? I don't think that's the best way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, all people learned all people learned how to understand them because we are still on the lockdown
yeah,
and they they usually on the lockdown.
yeah. That's a good comparison. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were locked down into our
it's
homes.
so
Yeah,
pronunciation lockdown on the lockdown.
on
Oh,
in lockdown. We are still
in
in lockdown.
we are still in lockdown. Yeah, the city on the lockdown. We are in lockdown.
We are in lockdown.
Yeah.
We are in lockdown now. Uh-huh.
And it was another word. Uh, lockdown instead of lockdown.
Uh,
Curfew. Curfew.
curfew or quarantine. We're still in quarantine.
quarantine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
We are in curfew.
Yeah, we're in curfew. Uh-huh. We
Yeah,
still have a curfew every
we
night.
still have a curfew.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Optional.
uh-huh.
Op is a verb. Option is a noun.
Yeah.
Right. To choose
Option is a
one
noun to opt out. Yeah.
option.
Hmm.
Opt. To choose one thing instead of another. Yeah. Example, if you had given me more options, if you had given me more options, I would have I would have opted for blue candy. Oh, that's interesting. I would have opted for blue candy. It's not a necessary example,
I don't know
actually.
that's kind of weird. The
uh,
problem is with these examples, they don't have any context. You know,
yeah,
they're just sentences.
they don't have any content.
No
Contents
context.
and
No context. So yeah.
okay, last word, gap. I use this word as a generation gap,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
right? Generation gap is so important because between old and younger people, uh, yeah, uh, technology creates a distance between young and old people.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's why we can do closer them many things. What we gonna do? We we will, for example, we educate them,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And yes, there are so many solutions. And I learned them because I wrote a essay about generation gap.
Oh, I see.
Actually, if I had if I had more time, I would have explained to you.
Yeah, good for you. Yay. Perfect.
I ended up learning this
Perfect,
grammar
perfect,
topic
perfect,
because
perfect, perfect. Yeah, yeah.
perfectly, man.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
You've
I don't
closed
know what I did.
you closed the gap on this grammar point. Yeah, great for you.
Exactly.
You closed the gap. Yeah. You know,
Close the gap.
I think I don't know. I think Cambly is good for me because it closes some of the generation gap between people because
Exactly.
I talk to a lot of people in their 20s and 30s, and that's half of my lifetime ago. But they're still my dear friends, and I'm not afraid to talk to younger people, or sometimes I'm afraid to talk to older people. But
Well, actually, if you had told me before this example, I would have used in my essay.
yeah, 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 yeah. Mm,
Oh, that's good.
interesting.
But I didn't.
Mm,
I because I didn't know.
yeah, but but
Um,
had you had known, you would have written it in your essay. Hmm.
yeah, I would have written in my essay.
Yeah.
Actually, it's further. Generation gap is more further east in the Middle East and maybe a bit in my country. It's closer in Turkey, but especially indeed in the Middle East countries, right? Because technology is so weak there,
Mm,
and that's why old people with old people and younger people don't understand each other. But in US or European countries, generation gap is
yeah,
closer.
it's
Uh,
it's not as wide.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it will closer in the future.
But it
Maybe it
depends on the
depends.
situation too. For
Uh,
example, uh, younger people nowadays in America, they get a lot of tattoos, you know, uh,
yeah.
drawings on their body and things, and you know, and I don't understand. I don't understand why people want to do that, you know.
Mhm. Actually, it's a trend. It's a trend.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think, okay, when they get to be my age, what do those tattoos look like? You know. Oh, well,
Okay. Uh, Let me finish
yes.
because I'm so excited to finish on cambly. I because uh, I'm I'm so bored of these lessons. It's so enjoy with you. It's no enjoy with you, but I had about 90 lessons on cambly
Oh,
about in grammar.
hmm.
All of them are same.
Oh, okay.
All of them were same.
Uh-huh.
Okay, make a sentence. If I, yeah, okay, okay. If you had touched my dog,
Uh-huh.
I would have hit, I would have hit you.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay, the other one, the next one. If no, okay, if if you had promoted me, I would have been happy.
Good. Perfect.
If yeah, okay. If they tried, if they tried, won, won, won won the game, they could have. No, 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 no,
Mm.
no, no. Okay, I understand. If they right, if they tried,
If they had, if they had
if
tried
they had,
again,
if they had tried again, they could have
won the game.
won the game.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, f- if mm, okay, if she hadn't helped her, she hadn't, she could have failed the test.
Mm, might be a better way to
She
say
couldn't have.
that. If I hadn't helped her, she would have failed
If
the test. Or she could have failed
would
the
have,
test.
she could have failed the test.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then uh, how many times do we have? Okay, 6 minutes is enough. Last
Mm-hmm.
one. If huh, if you hadn't had if you hadn't had I'm sorry. If you hadn't had if I hadn't helped you
If I had, if
if I hadn't helped your
if
business
I hadn't helped you, you couldn't
if
have
I
started your
your
business.
business.
If I
Huh.
hadn't helped you, you you couldn't have started your business.
If I hadn't helped you, you couldn't have started your
Mm-hmm.
business. Okay. Correct the following sentences. If I had money, I would have bought, raised
Mm-hmm.
bought.
Good.
If he had fired up, we would have been sad.
Okay.
If you had came to the party, you could have seen the singer. If you had came
If you had come,
to if you had uh, if you had
if
came
you had come.
mm, if you had come, oh yeah, okay, third version past
Mm-hmm.
participle. If you had come to come to my party, you could have seen the
Mm-hmm.
singer.
Good.
You could have been. It seems correct,
Yeah.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I had found, if I had found a job, I I wouldn't I wouldn't have, I wouldn't have come back. If I had found
Mm-hmm.
found a job, I couldn't have come
Come
back.
back. Mm. Okay. It's not the best sentence in the world, but I understand. Uh-huh.
If I hadn't met Master Yuji, I didn't had Master.
I wouldn't
No,
have.
no, no, no.
Wouldn't.
I wouldn't have mastered
Yes.
English.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm ready to answer the following questions. What is the biggest disagreement you have had with someone?
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. Um,
Maybe it's with your
I
girlfriend.
have. Yeah, exactly right. But I don't give you any example about her. But I still afraid of her. But I don't have any girlfriend.
uh,
But I had.
no.
Um, if I was a, I have a friend of mine, and we discussed about politics,
Oh
right?
no.
He, and I said to him, we are discussing now,
Yeah.
but they don't care anything. We are discussing for
Yeah.
them,
Hmm.
right? But they don't care anything. Why we are doing this? Are we fool?
Yeah.
and then we didn't talk about politics from now on.
Yeah. That's can be very dangerous to a friendship. Politics,
Exactly,
especially in Turkey.
exactly. Have you ever broken a bone? Yeah, I have. When I was a child, I fall from a donkey.
Oh, donkey.
Yeah,
Hmm.
donkey.
Hmm. Oh, just be careful. Yeah.
And yeah, this question is so easy. What's your favorite animal to see at the zoo? Um, and my favorite animal is lion.
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 Yeah.
Lion.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, by the way. Literally, I so enjoyed this
well, I
lesson.
enjoyed it too. Thank you so much. And you're doing such a good job. Uh, you're you're determined. You want to finish. You want to practice, and that's the best way.
Yeah, thank you. You got a good job, such a good job for it.
Okay, we'll
You
see you.
also.
Bye bye.
Thank you. So take care of yourself.